Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to a brand new subdivision naming video. First of all, I want to thank you so much for the support on the Europe subdivisions video, which is doing super well. So thank you to all of you who liked the video, shared it, whatever you did to boost it in the algorithm. I really appreciate it, and it's really awesome to see that hard work paying off. Now, here's the thing. A lot of you complained in the comments of that video that the subdivision list chosen by Jetpunk for the quiz was a bit weird, and I would agree with you. Maybe the most common complaint was that the UK was only split into the constituent countries rather than the subdivisions of those constituent countries. So today I am going to be naming the counties of England, the counties of Ireland, including Northern Ireland, the counties of Wales, and the council areas of Scotland, so that I can, appease you guys. And also, I will be doing the same for Belgium, the Netherlands, and Greece, which also had sort of odd or unusual subdivision lists. So hopefully I will, satisfy you guys by confirming to you that I know these things as well. It's just that the quiz was weird and didn't happen to have them. So I'm going to start with the UK. And let's just get right into this with Cornwall, Devon. Let's go along the south coast. We can get Dorset, Hampshire, gives me Hamp, Isle of Wight, and we can get West and East Sussex, Kent, Greater London. How about Norfolk, Suffolk, Essex, Surrey, Berkshire. So you don't have to type shire for whatever reason. So Berkshire, Buckinghamshire, and Bedfordshire. We can get Somerset, Bristol, Wiltshire, Gloucestershire. Speaking of which, actually, one second. Speaking of Gloucestershire, did you know that it is the home of the annual Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling and Wake? Which is, if you didn't know it was in Gloucestershire, you might still have heard of what this thing is. But it is a very interesting event that takes place annually, and this is a picture of it. Maybe you've seen videos of this on YouTube, but it's people just rolling down a hill, getting injured, chasing a wheel of cheese, and it's the most insane thing ever. Yeah, and this is Gloucestershire, and this is its flag, and this is, some other cool stuff. Here's a theater, for example, in Cheltenham. If you're wondering what the heck this is my Discord server, and every day for the past roughly 2.5 years, I have done a write-up on a randomly chosen world subdivision. So I go into Wikipedia, I pull together a few paragraphs about interesting things about the subdivision, and then I post them for the rest of the server to enjoy. So yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. I really enjoy it. If you are interested in learning more about the world and the subdivisions thereof, I highly recommend joining my Discord server in the video description. And yeah, you get to read a write-up on a world subdivision every day. And as this has been going on, they've been getting longer and longer because I'm just really enjoying doing them and just kind of learning about the world. So anyway, random tangent. Gloucestershire isn't any more special than any of the other ones, but it reminded me because of the cheese thing. Anyway, yeah. So join my Discord server in the description if you want to see all kinds of these. I mean, look, you can scroll through them for days. There's literally 800 something of them. So anyway, back to the quiz. All right, we're back here. I didn't realize that the timer on the quiz was still running, but it's not really a big deal. I should be able to complete this in this much time anyway. So let us continue with England. To the north of London, we have Hertfordshire. We can get Northamptonshire and Cambridgeshire, Rutland, Lincolnshire, Warwickshire. South of that is Oxfordshire. Along the Welsh border, you've got Herefordshire, which is a cool fact about Herefordshire, also from the Daily Subdivision series, is that it is home to the largest known medieval map, I think, the Hereford Mappa Mundi. Random fact again, but it's like I learn about cool things like that while doing this, and you guys can too. Anyway, I'll shut up now. West Midlands. We can get Staffordshire, Cheshire, South of that is that Shropshire, and then the other one there is Worcestershire. And then we can get Leicestershire, Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire, the East Riding of Yorkshire, South Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, North Yorkshire, Merseyside. To the east of that is Greater Manchester. Then you have Lancashire, Cumbria, Tyne and Wear, Northumberland, and County Durham. So that does it for England. I believe those are the ceremonial counties. Now, of course, administratively, it's a little more complicated. The ceremonial counties aren't really used for administration. There's a bunch of, metropolitan, non-metropolitan counties, but most quizzes use the ceremonial counties, so I'm just going to use these for this one and call it a day. Let's knock out Wales. Let me make sure it's all on screen. So, the Isle of Anglesey. And then we can get Gwynedd. That is Conwy. East of that, by the way, I have no idea how to pronounce Welsh, so I apologize in advance for not really trying. Denbighshire. That one up there is Flintshire. And then we have Wrexham, Powys. To the west is Ceredigion. And then Pembrokeshire, Carmarthenshire, Swansea, Neath Port Talbot. Just accepts one word for all of them, which is the silliest thing again, but whatever. South of that is Bridgend, and then the Vale of Glamorgan. And then there's all the Welsh name ones. There's Rhondda Cynon then there's Merthyr Tydfil, then Caerphilly. What's that one called? Blaenau Gwent. Okay, and then Torfaen, and then finally Cardiff, Newport, and Monmouthshire. All right, that is Wales done. Now the council areas of Scotland. We can start with the Shetlands, the Orkneys, the Highlands, Outer Hebrides, which is Na Liananciad. I don't know how the heck to pronounce things in Gaelic, but that's what they're called. And then you have Moray, Aberdeenshire, and Aberdeen. Perth and Kinross. To the east of that is Dundee, is the city, and then Fife is the one south, FIFA. And then what's that one there? Angus. And then you have Argyll and Bute, Stirling. Let me zoom in for the smaller ones. The north one is Clackmannanshire. South we have Dumfries and Galloway. The east of that is the Scottish borders. And then you have East Lothian, Mid Lothian, West Lothian, and Edinburgh. Again, doesn't need the H for some unknown reason. And then let's see, there's South Lanarkshire, North Lanarkshire. The east one there is Falkirk, and then there is West Dunbartonshire, East Dunbartonshire. Let's see, Inverclyde, East Renfrewshire, Glasgow, North Ayrshire, which I think includes that island to the west, but whatever. East Ayrshire, and finally South Ayrshire, the birthplace of Scottish national poet Robert Burns. Why do I know that? Daily Subdivision. Teaches you all kinds of fun stuff. And finally, Ireland. Let's start with Northern Ireland. You have County, what's the one there? Oh my god, I only learned these recently. Antrim. South of it is County Down. And then you have Armagh. And then the big one is Tyrone. North of that is, I'm going to piss somebody off either way. I'll say Derry, also known as Londonderry. And then in the southwest is Fermanagh. And then finally we have the Republic of Ireland, which I did do in the other quiz, but I may as well do it again. Donegal, Sligo, Mayo, Leitrim, not Leitrim, Leitrim. Thank you for the pronunciation tips. Louth, not Luth. And then Cavan and Monaghan. And then we have Galway, Roscommon, Longford. The one in the middle is... Oh my god, what's that called? It's not Offaly, that's further south, but whatever. What is the middle one? Why can't I... Oh, it's Westmeath. And then you have Meath, County Dublin. And then we have, let's see, Clare, Limerick, Kerry, Cork, Wexford, and Waterford. The big one is Tipperary. And then you have Carlow and Wicklow, Kildare and Kilkenny, and finally Laois. And I'm missing one. What in God's name am I missing? Isles of Scilly, rather? No. Oh, is it the City of London? That is so small, I couldn't even see it. All right, so that does it for the quiz. The first quiz, the UK quiz, and Ireland. And yeah, so if any of you had any doubt that I maybe thought I couldn't name the subdivisions of the UK, I guess I've proven you wrong. And for all of you who were unhappy about Belgium, the Netherlands, and Greece, let me go do those now. So first of all, the provinces of the Netherlands. We can start in the north with Groningen and Friesland, and then Noord-Holland, Zuid. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce Dutch either. South Holland, Zeeland, Limburg, Noord-Brabant. We can get Flevoland, Utrecht, Gelderland, Overijssel, and Drenthe. Nice, I'm level 3 now. I still don't even have an account. Next quiz, Greece. I don't know if they'll accept the Greek names. We will see. Crete? No. Okay, I'm going to type them in English. Crete. You got the South Aegean, the North... Ooh. Wait, what? Whoa. Southern Aegean? Okay, I thought it was just South Aegean, but sure. Northern Aegean. You got the Peloponnese. You've got Central Greece. Or, I guess, I mean, I know the Greek names because it's more helpful. It's like Steria Elada, Dithiki Elada, which is Western Greece, Attica, Thessaly, Epirus, and then Western Macedonia, Central Macedonia, Kentriki Macedonia, Central Macedonia, and then Eastern Macedonia and Thrace, and finally the Ionian Islands. Beautiful. And finally, for all you Belgians, the final quiz will be the 10 provinces of Belgium, plus Brussels. Starting with Brussels. In the west, you have West Vlaanderen, or West Flanders. Okay, it's going to take the English only. West Flanders, East Flanders, Antwerp, Flemish Brabant. East is Limburg. And then the French part, you have Hainaut, Brabant Wallon, which is, I guess, Walloon Brabant, Liège, Namur, and finally, good old Luxembourg. And that does it for Belgium. So, that's going to do it for the video. I guess, actually, one more thing. I will be right back. All right, so for those of you still here, I do have something that I want to talk about because I have been planning for some time to do a video where I name all of the subdivisions with Google Street View, which is a little over, I think, 2,000. Now, I have a couple just worries, or, you know, I'm kind of unsure about how I want to proceed with this, and I want to get all of your opinions about what to do. I've already asked my Discord server about it, but I figured I may as well mention this in the video for those of you watching in case you have any opinions on it. So the two options for what I can do here are, one, I can do a Jetpunk quiz or a Jetpunk style quiz where basically I have an entire map with like whatever 2,000 subdivisions on it, and I fill it in. They turn green as I type them, and I just go country by country and fill the map in. Which again, that's that's what you guys have seen. That's what you're used to, and that's probably what you'd prefer. It would be my guess, but the thing is, people have done videos naming subdivisions. For example, Mercateer has done the video where he names all the subdivisions in the world. So what I would be doing is just a subset of that. I would just be naming some of the countries, not all of the countries, which is cool. But again, it's kind of been done before. And the other option is I can do something that I think is a lot more impressive, but maybe also less fun to watch. So it really kind of depends on what you guys think. But if I go to Discord, Discord's not popping up. I'm going to pause and be right back. All right, so for those of you who watched my Indonesia Kabupaten naming video, you might be familiar with this interface here. So this is a Discord server for GeoGuessr that's known as Plonket. Plonket has a feature where they give you subdivision quizzes, essentially. Now, the way the Plonket quizzes work is that they give you one subdivision at a time in a completely random order, and you have to name them yourself. Now, this is substantially harder and also more time-consuming than just doing it as a Jetpunk quiz. So if I did this in this format, it would probably take like 4 hours, whereas the Jetpunk quiz would probably take about 2. But I could just play through and just give you a sense for what this would look like. If I type, for example, mix 10, it's going to give me a random selection of 10 subdivisions with Google Street View. And I'm going to have to name them. And I'm going to have to, I have to basically switch gears every time. For example, this is Lower Austria or Niederösterreich. So I can type this. I can't type diacritics on these keyboards, so apologies for that. But anyway, so this one's Lower Austria, and then the next one is going to be something completely different. This is Hyogo Prefecture in Japan. And then the next one is, this is Guino. Wait a second, sorry. This is, my God, Guinea. It is Guinea. I was doubting myself. And then this one is Burgas province, Bulgaria. So the point is, this would force me to really think on my feet, go 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. I'd have to name all of them from memory, and it would be in a completely random order, and I would have to know exactly which one each is. Now, this is substantially harder than doing it on Jetpunk. The thing is, I fear that this is a lot less interesting for some people to watch. Like, not for me personally, but from, the people that I've asked, they have said that they maybe thought that this video idea is a little bit less interesting. So I would love to get your guys' opinion on whether I should do it this way or whether I should do it the other way as a Jetpunk quiz. But this is basically what it would look like. So that's me naming 10 completely random subdivisions in order. And again, like, totally different countries, totally random order. It's like they throw it at you out of the blue. But obviously it takes longer. It takes time for the pictures to load, and it takes time for my brain to kind of shift gears from one to the other. So it would take a while. Now, let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Should I do a Jetpunk quiz for all the Street View subdivisions? Should I do a Plonket quiz? Or should I do both? Or a stream or whatever. There are plenty of options for how I could do this, but I just want to get your guys' opinion. So enough yapping for me. If you're still here, thank you for watching to the end of the video, and if you leave a comment with your feedback, thank you for doing that. But I hope you guys enjoyed me naming the subdivisions of the UK, as well as the Netherlands, Belgium, and Greece, and I will see you again very soon for some more stuff, whatever that may be. But for now, thank you for watching, and goodbye.